A big occasion then here at Goodison Park as Everton face up against Chelsea here in the final game of the weekend in the Women's Super League. Chelsea manager Sonia Bonpastor spoke ahead of this about how excited she was to play in this historic stadium. She's certainly enjoying her time in England at the helm of Chelsea. Yet to lose or even drop a point as the manager. As the players from both sides take the knee to show their continued support in the fight against racism. And Everton get us underway then. Sonia Bonpastor's Chelsea looking to extend their perfect start to the season. Up against second bottom Everton, who are yet to get going so far this campaign. Chelsea playing in their away kit for the first time this season, the white, full white strip with the blue trim. Shooting from left to right, and Everton in their full blue kit. As it breaks kindly for Aggie Beever-Jones, who shoots straight at Courtney Brosnan, and within 40 seconds, Chelsea looking very dangerous. An easy catch in the end for the Republic of Ireland goalkeeper, but just a flash of how quick that Chelsea front line can be. Guru Reiten away with Norway during the international break. Key player for Chelsea. Their leading goal scorer across all competitions at the moment with 4. As Sandy Baltimore wins the ball back for Chelsea. Cut out by Lucy Hope. Brian Sorensen was actually sent off the last time these sides met in the league. In his defence, Everton were on the wrong end of 2 quite contentious penalty decisions. You can tell why he was aggrieved as Baltimore comes forward for Chelsea up against Tony Payne. Ball swung into the back post and across comes Johanna Rytting-Kaneryd. She can't steer it goalwards. But again, another warning sign for Everton. And the form she's in, you'd have bet had to put that in the back of the net. No player has more output, more productivity than her. Directly involved in more goals in the WSL this season than anyone. 3 goals, 2 assists for the Swedish forward. Picked up now by Reiten. Slides it out to Rytting-Kaneryd, gets it onto her left foot. Thought she was going to bend that top corner, but I think she's tried to feed it into Aggie Beever-Jones. Everton really under the cosh already within 3 minutes. Let's see how the Toffees react. Hope under pressure from Reiten. Can't hold on to it. It's now with Hamano. And the ball from Shokanuskan, just a little too over-hit. Another player who played for her country over the international break. Started for Germany at Wembley in that 4-3 win against England. She played very well. Brosnan finds Hayashi, and Chelsea really penning Everton in, but they've worked it out well. And it's won back by Tony Payne. She can't hold on to it though, and it's back with Millie Bright now. Summer signing, Tony Payne, Nigerian international, signed from Seville. Just her second start in the league. Can she provide a bit of attacking impetus that this Everton side so desperately need? Heavy touch from Wrighton, out for a goal kick. Everton look set to persist. Playing out from the back, Megan Finnegan recently made 200 appearances for Everton. Key player for them. As Bright meets the long ball. Ritten Carnarid. Cut out well though by Payne. Heather Payne this time. Two Everton players with the surname Payne in the starting 11 this evening. As Buchanan finds Millie Bright. Gave away the penalty. One of the penalties that England conceded against Germany at Wembley recently in the friendlies. The ball's hit forward to Johanna Ritten Carnarid, and the flag is up. Courtney Brosnan looked in a rather unorthodox position. She did get the save. Ritten Carnarid trying to run across that back line, then cut in behind. Flag up. Not kept alive there by Shoka Nuskan. Her fourth season at Everton after joining from West Ham. Courtney Brosnan, very much their #1 goalkeeper. She's been one of their best players so far this season, arguably. Millie Bright finds Wrighton. It's a big pitch here at Goodison Park, and Chelsea are finding the space in the early stages. Everton's Ollison looking to press. Cuthbert keeps it. Everton winless in their last 5 league games, and they actually finished last season really well. 2 wins and 2 draws, including that draw with Arsenal. They've also drawn with Arsenal at the start of this season, 0-0 at the Emirates. That their only clean sheet this season, and their most impressive performance as Japanese international Hayashi tries to play it in behind, looking for Snoyce, the Dutch striker. If Everton can produce another defensive display like they did at the Emirates tonight, they're in for a chance as it slid through to Beaver Jones. Good defending from young Izzy Hobson. A real rising star here at Everton. Nice moment for her as well. She's an Evertonian fan, been at the club since she was a kid. Starting here at Goodison Park, real moment for her and her family. Chelsea have it with Ashley Lawrence. Ritten Carnarid round the corner for Nuskan. Nuskan's ball across. Van Havermaet didn't do the best job of the clearance. Hamano with a tug on the opposition's shirt. Van Havermaet nearly just giving it straight to Chelsea's Japanese attacker, cleared in the end by Sari. There was a foul as well. Hamano applying the pressure. Hobson finds Van Havermaet, ever present at the heart of that Everton defence. She was an absolute brick wall in that Everton defence when they drew with Arsenal. First to everything. And after a pretty disappointing start from Everton, they've settled down a little bit. Payne up against Baltimore. What does she do from this angle? Cuts into the box, takes the effort. Sails far wide, might have actually been a cross. But a promising moment from Everton's summer signing. Represented Nigeria at the most recent Olympics as well. Lawrence. Well kept alive by Hamano. Cuthbert spreads it out to Sandy Baltimore, slotting in at left back. Today she's been playing left back quite a lot. She's actually more of a left forward than she was at Paris Saint-Germain, signed over the summer, but Sonia Bonpasteur has her in that left back position. As Everton pump it long. Ollison nearly getting onto it, but Everton do have it. With Sari. A bit of skill to get past Nusken. She's got Ollison if she can pick her out. She does, but the Evertonian midfielder just couldn't get the ball out of her feet. Good hustle there from Hayashi to win the ball back for Everton. Throw-in goes the way of Chelsea, though. Chelsea then in fantastic form so far this season. 15 goals they've scored. And 10 different players getting on the score sheet as well. Everton, on the other hand, no Everton player has actually scored a goal yet in the WSL. Their one goal was an own goal. Somewhat dispiriting stat for Toffees fans, apologies. Can they get one here at Goodison Park? Hope goes back to a goalkeeper. One back by Van Havermaet. Ollison pokes it past Rittinkarnered. Can't keep the ball in on this near side, though. Baltimore. Nusken playing through the central areas. It's now spread out to Baltimore. Wants to try and beat her defender. Oh, he sent Lucy Hope to the shops there. And Lawrence will keep it alive. Buchanan swings the ball in, and there is Abby Beever-Jones to give Chelsea the lead. Really good centre-forward play. Sonia Bonpasteur unmoved. But her side now lead Everton by a goal to nil. Kept alive by Lawrence, and all about this in-swinging delivery from Kadisha Buchanan. Aggie Beever-Jones just rising highest in the air, and not much Courtney Brosnan could do. Chelsea 1, Everton 0. Sonia Bonpasteur, so used to seeing her side winning. Looked pretty calm in the face of that goal. And ahead of this, Everton manager Brian Sorensen spoke about how his side needs to stop conceding early goals. Well, they've done that this evening already, and that does not bode well. Really good finish, though, from Beaver Jones. Her third goal in the season so far across all competitions. She didn't get any minutes, actually, for England over the international break. Serena Wiegmann opting to play Alessia Russo in the number 9 position in that first game against Germany, and then Tottenham's Jessica Naz in the second against South Africa. So she'll feel like she's got a point to prove, Beaver Jones, as Wrighton crosses the ball straight into the gloves of Courtney Brosnan. Finnegan. Van Haven at Chelsea again, pressing Everton and forcing the turnover high up the pitch. Cuthbert tries to squeeze in between two Everton players. And Van Havermaet comes away with it. Chelsea just not letting Everton have any time on the ball to settle. Pressing them whenever they have it. Finnegan. It's better from Everton. Out with Payne. Home side just looking to hold on to the ball. Spell of possession. Fed into Tony Payne. Good defensive work rate though from Sandy Baltimore, just jumping in front of her. Coming into this, Chelsea 4 wins from 4 in the WSL and 6 wins from 6 in all competitions. They won both of their Champions League games as well, of course. Bright and Buchanan just exchanging passes. Ritin Karnarid tried to feed it into Ashley Lawrence, was not quite on the same page as their teammate. And Hobson will carry it forward. Interesting to see how Everton have lined up here with Van Havermaet playing more midfield role alongside Hayashi. Usually she's centre half. Can Everton get the ball further up the field? Most of their play so far has been in their own half, and in fact in and around their own box. Hobson's ball cut out. Nuskin coming forward. Wrighton with the delivery. Didn't quite catch that as she'd have liked. Brought in Sonia Bonpastor after the departure of Emma Hayes. The first woman to ever win the Champions League as a player and as a manager. That was with Lyon. Can she provide Chelsea with that one trophy they've never been able to win, the Champions League? That's surely hers and Chelsea's ambition this season. As well as winning everything else they're in, of course. Stacey Fullocks, the referee this evening. Now they lead. Chelsea a little more happy to let Everton play the ball around the back. They pose no threat to them playing the ball around in their own half. Buchanan's done well to manage to hold on to that. As it goes out for a Chelsea throw. Lawrence back to Hannah Hampton. Chelsea's first choice goalkeeper in the league this season under Bon Pastor. Although Zecira Musovic has started both games in Europe. Not the best distribution there from Hampton. And that is something she's often praised for, her distribution. Couldn't pick out a teammate there. Sari. Flicked on by Van Havermaet. Played in field to Ollison. Does well to keep that away from Micah Hamano. But again, Everton forced backwards. Hobson into Hayashi. How can this Everton side expose Chelsea? Where are the weaknesses? That's what Brian Sorensen will have been looking at ahead of this, as Hamano feeds it through to Beever-Jones. Good goalkeeping from Brosnan off her line quickly to smother. Again, good pressing from Chelsea. Just overhit the ball from Micah Hamano, who's in good form for Chelsea. 2 goals in her last 2 starts for Chelsea. And playing in the number 10 position. This is a rare foray forward for Everton. They win a throw-in. Midway through this first half then, Chelsea lead through that Aggie Beever-Jones goal. Everton very much camped in their own half, struggling to threaten or test the Chelsea goal. Payne can't keep it in. Chelsea did the double over Everton last season, winning both games 3-0. They also met in the FA Cup. A much more tight encounter, that one. Chelsea winning only by a goal to 0. Baltimore finds Beever-Jones, who holds it up well. Into Nusken. Everton have committed players forward for the press. And it's effective. They win the throw-in. Again, Hampton's delivery, distribution not perfect. Catches Snoyce. Rare touch on the ball for her, the Everton centre forward. And does well, manages to keep hold of the ball, win a throw-in against 2 Chelsea players. As Nusken brushes off Ollison. Hamano's got Guru right into her left. She finds the Norwegian international, who takes a shot, ricochets off Izzy Hobson and goes out for a Chelsea corner. The space just opened up for Guru Reiten. Perhaps a little under hit from Hamano, just forcing Reiten to slow her approach. What can Chelsea do from this corner then? Millie Bright will definitely be a target. Whipped in, Kanisha Buchanan at the back post. It was actually Chelsea's other centre half. The Canadian international, difficult finish to execute that one, couldn't keep it down. Not great defending though from Chelsea, from Everton even. Allowing Chelsea player a free effort on goal. Chelsea have actually scored the most goals from corners so far in the league. They've got 3. They've scored the most goals in total. 16 now with that Aggie Beever-Jones goal. Everton boxed in their own half again. And again, as they try and play it forward, they lose possession. Hamano finds Ritin Karnarid. Swedish international always wants to run at her defender. Nuskin with the in-swinging delivery, and Beever-Jones couldn't find the finish. Came at her an awkward position. Ended up using her hip. Would have been an improvised finish. Hobson up to Lucy Hope, who isn't secure enough in possession. Everton need to be stronger on the ball. Chelsea are brushing them off far too easily across the whole pitch. Buchanan back to Hampton. Everton win the free kick. Lucy Hope fouled. Reiten's legs just tripping her. And this is an opportunity for Everton to get the ball in the box. They've had very few touches, if any, in the Chelsea penalty area. They're going to hook it in now. Whips into a good area. Van Havermaet there. Just skirted off the top of her head rather than her being able to direct it goalwards. Good delivery though. And the big Belgian international was going to be the target for Everton from set pieces. Everton's goalkeeper Courtney Brosnan just getting a little bit of treatment. This is the first of 2 Merseyside matches for Sonia Bonpastor and her Chelsea side. They play away at Liverpool next weekend. So we just take a look at that goal again. The delivery from Kanisha Buchanan was perfect, and proper centre forward finish, that is. Not always a starter for Chelsea, Aggie Beever-Jones, but with the strength in depth, the quality of this squad, that's not a reflection on her abilities. Mayra Ramirez on the bench. Chelsea, of course, missing lots of key players, including their key attacker Sam Kerr, Mia Fischel. In fact, Chelsea actually have 5 players missing with anterior cruciate ligament injury, so the crucial knee ligament injury. Everton also have 2 players missing with that same injury. It's an injury that's plaguing the women's game. And no less disastrous for the players and the individuals, but Chelsea, with the squad, the resources they have, they're better equipped to cope with those injuries. Everton, when hit with 2 long-term injuries, it really affects their season. Back underway then. Lawrence clears off an Everton player. Ritin Carnared. Last 5 minutes, a touch scrappy. I wonder what he's thinking. A side trail by a goal to nil. He would have wanted to keep it tighter for longer. And once you go a goal down against a team like Chelsea, it's very hard to come back. You can take hope in the fact that Chelsea haven't kept a clean sheet in their last 4 games in all competitions. So they do concede goals, but they score a hell of a lot of goals. Baltimore. Erin Cuthbert with the switch. She played for Scotland in the international break. Scored for them as well, actually, to help them keep their hopes of playing in Euro 2025 alive. As they beat Hungary over 2 legs. Brought down brilliantly by Johanna Ritin Carnared. Nuskin now fires it straight at Finnegan. And then another block by Van Havermaet, this time from the effort of Micah Hamano. Chelsea started so intense, moving the ball with real pace. They're happy to let the rhythm slow down now that they're in front. Feels as if they're playing a little bit in first or second gear, and you know that they can ramp it up should they need. Ritin Carnared plays the 1-2 with Beaver Jones. White shirts racing to get into the penalty area. The ball across, headed out by Hobson, and Everton clear up to catch a Snoise, though we couldn't get it under control. She's going to have very few chances, very few forward balls to her feet this evening. She has to do better with the very few chances she has. Always so hard for a striker when you're feeding off scraps and when your team's doing so much defending. Spend most of your time making runs that never receive a pass, pressing players by yourself, and then the one time the ball does come to you, bounces awkwardly, and it's gone. Everton pressing. Baltimore just turning away from the press. Nice play this from Chelsea. Hamano's got 2 players out on the right. She finds Ritin Carnared, takes a heavy touch, wins the corner for her side though. Can Chelsea double their lead before half-time. Everton need to keep it tight till the break at least. Brighton swings it in. Headed clear, but met by Cuthbert and cleared off the line by Van Havermaet. And Lucy Hope clears for Everton. Chelsea come very close to doubling their advantage. And they've won another corner there through the work rate of Aggie Beever-Jones. Essential block from Justine Van Havermaet. Was struck well by Cuthbert. Whipped in centrally, flicked on by Millie Bright. And then Nusken with the effort. Flashes off target. Wasn't far off, actually. The ball's so close to the goal, casting a shadow on the post. Chelsea with the wind in their sails. Cuthbert's ball cut out. One back by Ritin Carnarid. Out to Nusken. Really nice infield ball by Buchanan. Chelsea so secure in possession. No misplaced passes. Precision. As Baltimore beats her defender, cuts it back to Guru Reitens, whose effort ricochets off a number of players, and Everton will clear with Sari. Chelsea coming close again. Everton doing just enough. Izzy Hobson with the vital block that time. Hampton goes long, cut out by Hope. And Everton win the throw-in. Up next for Everton then. They're away to newly promoted Crystal Palace. That, you feel, will be an opportunity for them to perhaps get their first win. They need to secure points against those in and around them in the table if they're going to maintain their status as a WSL side. Brighton nicks it off Hayashi. Cuthbert. And hooked away by Heather Payne. She had more time there. Everton currently very deep defensively and just hitting it long and clearing it. Hayashi this time. Trying to pick out Olafsson, in fairness to her, but just a little inaccurate with the pass. Too often Chelsea passing it straight through the centre of the pitch. Everton not winning that midfield battle. They're not compact enough in the midfield. Can't allow Chelsea's centre-half to play a ball from her own half straight through your midfield to the edge of the box. At 1-0 though, Everton are still in this tie. And that is what Brian Sorensen will be saying to his side at the break, if they get there. Only trailing by goal to nil, that is. It was ominous reading ahead of this game. Chelsea have a very good record against Brighton, against Everton even. They've scored 3 or more in their last 8 meetings in the Women's Super League. And they've won the last 9 in a row in the league, that is. Guru Wrighton needing a bit of support from her captain to tie up her laces, one of the many roles of a captain. And they're making a hash of that, aren't they? A simple bow will do. A sarcastic applause. And Chelsea get us back underway. That's a nice ball to find Tony Payne. She finds Ollison. Can Everton create an opportunity at the end of this first half? Not this time, they can't. The Everton fans trying to get behind their side, encourage them forward. Good centre-forward hold-up play from Beaver Jones. Chelsea zipping it around the box. Baltimore. Finds Nusken again. Nusken lifts it in to Guru Wrighton, who brought it down brilliantly and lashed it goalwards. Could only find the side netting. That would have been a fantastic goal. Real moment of quality from Guru Wrighton. Brought down with the outside of her foot as well. Really wasn't far off. Ball won back by Erin Cuthbert. She's in on goal, and Erin Cuthbert finishes to extend Chelsea's league. All too easy for Chelsea. Everton dallied on the ball, and Erin Cuthbert made them pay for their mistake. That's a real blow for Everton just before half-time. Really poor way to concede. Sorry, it was just trying to play out from the back, just gifted the ball to Cuthbert. She had to finish though, and it was a really quality finish from the Scottish international. Her first goal of the season for Chelsea. And Chelsea look to be sailing to another 3 points. Coming forward again, this time with Ritin Carnared. Just tried one too many tricks past the defender. Hamano's delivery. The header from Wrighton, well off target. And Brian Sorensen, Everton's manager, will be furious with the manner in which they conceded that goal and the timing as well, just before half-time. Makes for a more demoralising half-time talk and a much bigger mountain for his side to climb. That is the risk of playing out from the back. Millie Bright. Baltimore in field to Cuthbert, who takes it on the turn. Chelsea enjoying themselves out there this evening. Kristin Carnerid finds Nuskin in space in the penalty area. Her ball across, and Guru Wrighton with the finish! For Chelsea's third! Diving in at the back post. The Norwegian international scores again for Chelsea, her fifth so far this campaign. Chelsea running away with it now. Does so well to stay onside. And to get the accuracy on it when she was on the stretch. Fabulous finish from Chelsea's Guru Wrighton. Into injury time now then at the end of this first half, and Chelsea are threatening to run away with this. Everton need to get to the break and reset. Trying to use Tony Payne as an outlet, they can't pick her out. Lawrence. Cuthbert. Goes back to Millie Bright. Chelsea in the mood. Sandy Baltimore finds Guru Wrighton, who fires goalwards with her left foot, blocked by Hobson. She looks very on it tonight, Guru Wrighton. Struck that beautifully. Flicked in by Hamano. Hayashi will clear, but she's pushed off the ball by Millie Bright, all too easy. Chelsea win another corner late at the end of this first half. Mano again with the delivery to the near post. Bright keeps it alive. And it bounces on harmlessly through to Courtney Brosnan. Brosnan goes long for the first time this half. It's the one last Chelsea attack. Kristin Carnerid checks back, tries to pick out Nuskin, but Hayashi did just enough, and there is the end of the first half then. Chelsea dominant, they lead by 3-0. The first scored on 14 minutes by Aggie Beaver-Jones, a textbook centre-forward header to give Chelsea the lead. Everton then defended well and were tight until the end of the first half when they crumbled. Erin Cuthbert winning the ball back, getting Chelsea's second. Guru Wrighton getting the third, a volley from across. The only thing Chelsea struggled with in that first half was tying up Guru Wrighton's laces. At half-time, it is Everton 0, Chelsea 3. Everton staring down the barrel of another defeat, and a heavy defeat. For Chelsea, they trail Chelsea by 3-0 at the break. They conceded early on the 14th minute and then defended well right till the end of that first half, the very end of it, where they crumbled somewhat. Changes for both sides then at half-time.
Also coming on, number 9, Tony Payne, and her replacement is number 11, Emma Bissell.
Two changes then for Everton. Claire Wheeler on for Hobson, and Emma Bissell also on for Tony Payne. Emma Bissell, the only Everton player to have scored this season. That was not in the league, though, in the League Cup. Chelsea also made that change. As Chelsea get us back underway then. Vika Kaptein coming on for Micah Hamano at the break then for Chelsea. She was a doubt for this game. Vika Kaptein withdrew from the Netherlands squad after an issue with her toe. It was a bit of an unknown, but found fit enough to come on now. Ritten Carnered. Everton have to go all the way back. Looks like they've changed formation, changed things around Everton. Justin Van Havermaet in at right centre half now. Izzy Hobson's gone off, although playing a more conventional back four. Claire Wheeler coming into the middle alongside Hayashi. Didn't start because of illness, Claire Wheeler. She usually always starts for Brian Sorensen and Everton. As Aggie Beever-Jones comes forward now for Chelsea, cuts it back to Ritten Carnered, whose deflected shot ricochets off the post. Chelsea come close again, right at the start of this second half. Perfect cutback from Beever-Jones. Chelsea corner comes in then. Hayashi clears. Out for a Chelsea throw-in. Chelsea now have scored 18 goals in the league from 5 games. They won the season, they won the league last season on goal difference, and they've got the superior goal difference so far in the Women's Super League as they come forward. Vika Kaptein shuffles it out to Lawrence. Ritten Carnered. Socks pulled over her knees. Gets the ball back. Good defending from Everton though. Ritten Carnered again. Plays it with the outside of her boot to Brighton. Lovely exchange of passes with Baltimore, then dinks it in towards the back post. The angle always tight and always against Beever-Jones. And that is the benefit of playing an attacking player at left back in Sandy Baltimore. You get such good output when she does come forward and whip balls in. Everton trying to play it out from the back. Became a little unstuck in the first half when they tried that. Very tricky Sara giving the ball away for what was Chelsea's second to Erin Cuthbert. His side lost 3-0 to Chelsea in both WSL fixtures last season. Staring at the same fate right now. Van Havermaet thinks it forward, looking for Emma Bissell, who turned away well from Sandy Baltimore. The substitute applying the pressure on Millie Bright, and she's penalised for that physicality. Buchanan. Lawrence steps away from her marker. Feeds it inside to Beaver Jones. Van Havermaet's followed her in field. And a poor pass from Hannah Hampton gives it away straight to Hayashi. She's got Bissell inside. Finds the substitute, Emma Bissell. Emma Bissell with the long-range effort. Sails harmlessly away from Hannah Hampton and the Chelsea goal, but a little better from Everton. Emma Bissell, the substitutes, looked bright since coming on. Perhaps not the right option there. But trying to make things happen nonetheless. Brighton gives the ball away to Hope, who nutmegs Baltimore. Better from Everton. Bissell now again. Driving at Millie Bright. Plays it round for Hope. And Everton win their first corner of the game. They've started this second half higher up the pitch, playing with a bit more aggression and impetus. Ball spun in towards the penalty spot. And that's great pressure from Chelsea's Shoka Nusken. And then the ball played through, looking for the run of Johanna Rittinkanarid. Overhit, Brosnan will claim. These won't be the games or the results that make or break Everton's season, and that's for sure, but a heavy defeat at Goodison Park at home is demoralising nonetheless. Beaver Jones, good defending from Honaka Hayashi, stood her ground. Sonia Bonpastor unable to catch that, nearly tripping over the bottles as she tried it as well. Chelsea heading to maintaining their perfect start under Sonia Bonpastor. This would be 7 wins in a row, 7 from 7 in all competitions. It was a big question ahead of this season about Chelsea. They're in transition, missing some key players like Sam Kerr through injury. They've got a new manager, Emma Hayes has gone. Will they struggle? Well, they're certainly not struggling at the moment. One back by Wrighton. Millie Bright square to Buchanan. Ritin Carnarid accelerating away, finds Captain. Everton haven't touched the ball for a while. They do now with Wheeler, wins it back. That's why she's been brought on, despite being under the weather for this second half. They need her in the midfield. She's a key cog in that central area for Everton. Positionally so aware. Bompastor looks on. She'll have no complaints with her side's performance. Buchanan chased down by Ollison. And again, Everton win it back. Chokaniston too strong. And that's a good pass from Wheeler. Buchanan deals with it well, though, as she so often does, so composed at the heart of that Chelsea defence. Kadeisha Buchanan. And Hannah Hampton hasn't really had much to do this evening. Everton throw. Sorry. Given away cheaply. And it's a Chelsea throw-in. Everton looking then like they're going to have another defeat this evening. Can they at least get a goal? Yet to score. Well, an Everton player anyway is yet to score in the Women's Super League. They have scored a goal, but it was an own goal. You feel at least that would get that monkey off their back if they could get a goal. Looks like Melissa Lawley might be about to come on for Everton. Getting some tactical instructions. Ritin Carnarid picks it up, driving at pace, tries to find Aggie Beaver-Jones, who brings it under a spell. Keeps it alive. Ritin Carnarid hangs it up. And Everton just about clear it. Some really nice touches there from Aggie Beaver-Jones. Baltimore up against Bissell. Good defending from Emma Bissell. She's been a good impact sub. Giving away the corner though. Chelsea looked so dangerous from corners in that first half. Another in-swinging effort, falls for Kadeisha Buchanan, whose touch lets her down at the vital moment. Had a chance in the first half from a corner as well, Buchanan. Finnegan, who recently made her 200th appearance for Everton. Everton run themselves into trouble though. Cuthbert out to Captain. The second half substitute. Chelsea recycle. As it's won back in midfield by Hayashi. Finds Lucy Hope. Emma Bissell on the outside. Bissell's picked out and her ball across goal, takes a deflection. And is guided into the gloves of Hannah Hampton. A rather kind deflection in the end for the Chelsea goalkeeper. Once again, Bissell at the heart of Everton's slightly improved performance in the second half. Lawrence plays it out to Wrighton. Slotted through to Baltimore. Baltimore digs out a cross. Good defending from Sari at the back post. Payne holds on to it, Everton trying to play out from the back. Wheeler now under pressure. And that's better from Everton, playing out from the back. Claire Wheeler also on at half-time has made the difference. A little more press resistant than some of the other Everton players, though. She gives the ball away there. Ritin Carnarid into Beaver Jones. Beaver Jones on the turn. Tame effort in the end. Again, one back by Erin Cuthbert. Not enough power or precision behind some of these Everton passes. It's with Erin Cuthbert again, Scottish international. If her side do make it, do qualify for Euros 2025, you know she'll be a key player for them, Erin Cuthbert. As will Millie Bright for England. Conceded a penalty though in that game against Germany, did Millie Bright. Although she was rather put in it by her partner Leah Williamson. Bissell now for Everton in the box. And it's a wayward shot. Found herself with a little bit of space and time in Chelsea's penalty area. The shot blazed over. So that Everton change then. Katja Snoyce coming off, and she's replaced by Melissa Lawley. Joined in the summer, crossed the Merseyside divide. Joined from Liverpool, in fact. Very experienced player. She's got over 132 WSL experience, apps even. Just her third appearance for Everton. She's been struggling with a bit of injury since she joined. She's a player that knows how to find the back of the net though, and that's exactly what Everton need. Wrighton digs out the cross, and the header from Shoka Nuskin, palmed over by Courtney Brosnan. Another good delivery from Guru Wrighton. Quick reaction save. Three Chelsea goals from corners so far this season. Can they get one here? Another whipped-in delivery held well by Brosnan, who then falls down a little easily under a tug from Beaver Jones, who gets a yellow card for that moment. Beaver Jones in the book then for Chelsea. Courtney Brosnan with a little laugh as well. You know, she bought that card for Beaver Jones. So Chelsea changes then, and three of them. Ritin Carnarid off, on comes Ev Perisset. No goal then this evening for Johanna Rytting-Kaneryd. Fourth official just making sure that they've got the right numbers on the ball. Erin Cuthbert then also coming off. Her second goal, Chelsea's second, very important. She's replaced by Oriane Jean-Francois, signed in the summer from Paris Saint-Germain. And on comes Natalie Bjørn as well for Sjøke Nusken. Bjørn up against her former side. She signed in January from Everton, playing at Goodison Park against the side she used to represent. This just the second appearance for Oriane Jean-Francois. Made her first start for Chelsea the other day against Twente in the Women's Champions League. And she looked good. She looked solid, playing a single pivot in the centre of that Chelsea midfield. With the departure of Melanie Leupolz and the serious knee injury for Sophie Ingle, there is space in that midfield for a player like Jean-Francois. Cuthbert and Sjøke Nusken so far the preferred two midfielders, but Jean-Francois with an opportunity to show what she's about, alongside other new signing, Vika Kaptein. Beever-Jones driving forward into the box, cuts it back across, just actually a little too much on it, as Perisset wins it back for Chelsea. Well, that's a late challenge from the Everton forward. Bjørn tried to pick out the run of Beever-Jones. Bissell finds Lawley. And she break away from Perisset. She's done well, Melissa Lawley. One touch too far though, and Perisset winning the ball back. Perisset, a player that's struggled for game time since Sonia Bonpasteur and Lucy Bronze have come in. And the free kick goes the way of Chelsea, much to the annoyance of Ashley Lawrence, who gestured to the referee that she had the ball. Perhaps advantage should have been played. Three seasons she played for Everton, Natalie Bjørn. Beever-Jones now up against Payne. She's looked sharp this evening, Aggie Beever-Jones. She'll be very keen to have a good season, make a case for her inclusion in the England squad in the Euros this summer. As Bissell latches on to that long ball. Up against her former teammate, she's done well there, Bissell. But Bjørn's back just in time, concedes the corner. Bissell, the only player to score this season so far for Everton, that in the League Cup against Newcastle. Looking like Everton's best player this evening. And she's won her side a corner. Punch from Hampton wasn't convincing. Jean-Francois with the follow-up clearance. She'll try and latch onto her own ball away. Hook back up to Van Havermaet, and the volley from Finnegan straight out of Chelsea player. Still Everton come. And that looks like a foul. Yes, it is. Free kick against Sandy Baltimore. She was just trying to get back in. Put off Ollison, but she fouled her from behind. And this is a decent spot for a free kick. Those Chelsea changes perhaps disrupting the team a little bit and allowing Everton to get back into it. They still trail by 3-0, so perhaps not back into it, but at least with more touches and chances in the game. Sari with the effort, and it's wasted. Sailing well over the bar. Lifted it well over the wall, but well over the goal as well. Nothing for Hannah Hampton to worry about. "20 minutes remaining then. A reminder that Chelsea won't go top of the WSL with this win, should they see it out. But that's because Manchester City have played one game more than them. Should Chelsea win their game in hand, they will go ahead of City. City dropped points on one occasion so far this season, that draw with Arsenal. Chelsea so far have won every single game. Lawrence finds Wrighton. Perisset in field to Baltimore. Opens up for Sandy Baltimore, who picks her spot, and it rattles off the crossbar. Baltimore given a bit more license to go forward, play more attacking now that Perisset's on in at left back, and showing Sonia Bonpastor how effective she can be when played in a more attacking role. Beaver Jones up against Van Havermaet. Two Everton players getting in each other's way. Can they break here? Cut out well by Buchanan, read the play very well. Kadeshi Buchanan wanting the free kick. Throw-in given the way of the home side. Chelsea manager Sonia Bonpastor then is heading towards another win, which would make her the third manager to win their first 5 games in the WSL after David Parker and Jonas Eidevall, no longer manager of Arsenal, of course. And both of those managers on their 5th win, that was against Everton. Rather odd coincidence. Baltimore tries to find Beaver Jones, cut out well by Van Havermaet. Back with Perisset. Ashley Lawrence now. Millie Bright finds Baltimore. Everton much more competitive in the last 15 minutes. But they've got some defending to do now. Beaver Jones finds Bjorn. Out with Perisset, who is really good at picking out a cross. Picked up by Jean-Francois. Wasn't really set for the return ball, but Chelsea hold on to it. Lawrence finds Wrighton, intricate play from Chelsea in and around the Everton penalty area. Move breaks down though. And Sari's carried it a long way for Everton. In the end, dispossessed though by Ashley Lawrence. Natalie Bjorn. Whipped out to Lawrence. Tried the first time pass to Wrighton, didn't quite come off. Everton now with Bissell. As well to get it away from Kaptein. Van Havermaet. Twisting away from the Chelsea press. Better from Everton. Final 15 minutes. Chelsea cruising to another win, another 3 points. Everton putting up more of a fight though in this second half. It's a little bit of a worry for Chelsea fans and manager Sonia Bonpastor. Beaver Jones down with an injury. She's run her socks off all evening, Aggie Beaver Jones. Scored that first goal. Another replay of that Sandy Baltimore effort that cannoned off the crossbar. She started life at Chelsea pretty well. Sandy Baltimore, the French international, signed from Paris Saint-Germain over the summer. Already has 2 goals for Chelsea. Scored a really crucial one in that 2-1 win over Arsenal at the Emirates. Sonia Bonpastor signing Sandy Baltimore. Beaver Jones still down on the turf. Suspect she won't be able to continue, but have Chelsea made all their changes?
Substitution for Chelsea coming off with 30.
No, they haven't. They've got one left. And it's Aggie Beaver Jones who will make way then. And she's replaced by Maëlys Mpom, another Sonia Bonpastor signing in the summer. Signed from Montpellier. And Chelsea fans will be hoping that it's just a knock. Nothing too serious for Beaver Jones. As Maëlys Mpom comes on, just her second appearance in the league. Chelsea in control. Baltimore wins it back. Finds Vika Kaptein. Under pressure from Lawley. Then you knock it out of play. So a lot of these players that have come on as substitutes in the second half are summer signings. Vika Kaptein, Maëlys Mpom, Jean-Francois. All relatively young players. Van Havermaet. Finds Lucy Hope, who didn't have much hope of finding a teammate with that pass. Calm under pressure, Jean-Francois. Chelsea play it out from the back. Well, until I cursed it. And it's back with Millie Bright. Pinged it out to the right-hand side. That's a trademark diagonal pass from Millie Bright. Overhit, though, that one from Lawrence, looking for the run of Mpome. Everton heading for another defeat then at Goodison Park. They will have one more chance to get a win as the captain wins it back. This is looking dangerous from Chelsea off. Hayashi out for a Chelsea corner. Everton women will have one more chance to get a win at Goodison Park before the stadium closes forever. They face Liverpool in the WSL very soon. As Chelsea take this corner. And Everton head meets it. Buchanan steaming after Wheeler. Hayashi. Couldn't see any good options in front of her, so opts to go back. Ollison, who's played all over the pitch this evening for Everton. Baltimore now out on this right-hand side. The pass wasn't a good one. And it's left by Guru Wrighton and thundered into the back of the net by Vika Kaptein. What a finish that was for Chelsea's four. Her first goal in Chelsea colours. A fantastic finish. Clever from Wrighton to just leave it. And there was no saving that. Everton 0, Chelsea 4. It's no less than Chelsea deserve, really. Still Chelsea come. Jean-Francois looking to pick out the run of Ashley Lawrence, who slides it through the goalkeeper's legs for Chelsea's fifth. Chelsea running away with this. And those travelling fans from London have had plenty to cheer this evening. Ashley Lawrence on the score sheet. Her first goal of this campaign. Another Chelsea goal scorer then. And it was all too easy. Jean-Francois with the ball across. And Lawrence just slid it through the goalkeeper's legs. Buchanan. And Chelsea have looked so good in spells. They've scored goals in clusters. 2 right at the end of the first half and 2 in the last couple of minutes as well, just to really dash any Everton hopes. Millie Bright. Chelsea want more. Finds Perisset. Sandy Baltimore. Chelsea player yet to get on the score sheet. Another thunderous effort over. 5 different scorers on the score sheet for Chelsea this evening. "20 goals they've scored. That Ashley Lawrence goal, their 20th scored already in only 5 WSL games. They are proving that even without Emma Hayes, they are the favourites for the title. Manchester City probably their closest rivals, but when you see Chelsea in this kind of form, they just seem unstoppable. Lawrence, her ball across. Baltimore pokes it back to Perisset. Bjorn finds Jean-Francois. Intricate play from Chelsea in and around the penalty area, but Everton just too standoffish. And Lawley just boots it downfield. His side have capitulated really in phases of the game. They played okay for large periods, but he knows that you just can't switch off. You can't allow Chelsea the kind of respect and space that his side has given them. Hannah Hampton. That's great interchange between Baltimore and Perisset, who then tries to pick out the run of Wrighton. Brosnan off her line quickly. And if I remember every goal correctly, there's not really much that Everton's goalkeeper, Courtney Brosnan, could have done for any of them. You certainly can't say she was at fault for any of them. That perhaps demonstrative of the quality of Chelsea's finishing. Well worked out by Everton. And Lawrence stabs it out of play. A quick glance then at the Women's Super League table. Chelsea will still be in second, as I've mentioned. That's because they've played a game less, a game fewer even, than Manchester City. If you look at the goal difference, Chelsea have a positive goal difference of 17. Manchester City with a positive goal difference of 8. Chelsea won the league last year on goal difference. They know how important that is, and they're racking up the goals here this evening. Brought down well by Mpome. Perisset finds Baltimore. Still making the run, Sandy Baltimore. Chelsea have the corner into the 90th minute. Taken quickly. Good work, good feet from Sandy Baltimore, who then picks out the cross, nearly picked out Millie Bright. Still Chelsea keep all their players forward, awaiting the cross, which does come in. And it will be a goal kick.
The full officials indicating will be a minimum of 3 minutes additional time.
3 minutes then at the end of the 90. As we look at Aggie Beaver-Jones, the goal scorer of Chelsea's first this evening. Really good goal as well. Van Havemat downfield. Disappointing evening for Everton and those Everton fans that came out to Goodison Park. But for her, Sonia Bonpastor, it's been another goal fest and another 3 points. Lawrence. Back with Mpome. Picked up by Bright. Finds Perisset. Van Havemat with the clearance. Chelsea come forward again with Baltimore. Her ball across isn't met by a white shirt. Everton escape. Another delivery, this time straight into the grateful arms of Brosnan. As we're into the final minute at the end of this game. Tough day in the office for Everton. Lawrence squares it to Natalie Bjorn. Her effort blocked by Everton. That would have been a further kick in the teeth of their former player who scored against them, Natalie Bjorn. Sari down here and looks to be in quite a bit of pain, and the Chelsea players around her all quickly ushering on the physio. You always know it's not looking good when the opposition players are concerned. And another injury has knocked what his side needs. Already lost 2 key players recently to the ACL, a dreaded ACL. Inma Gabaro and Aurora Ghali, both long-term absentees for Everton. Right at the end of this 90 as well. Not the best viewing if you're of an Everton persuasion, that's for sure. Everton will make a change then.
Substitution for Everton, number 21,
Lauren Thomas then on for Sari, who appears to be back up on her feet and okay. First appearance then for Thomas, young player. Game already over really though. Bright and Bissell doing battle, and the free kick given against the Everton forward. And there is the full-time whistle then. Sonia Bonpastor maintains her perfect start as Chelsea manager. 5 games played, 5 wins, and 5 goals scored this evening.